All right, we are live here on Hescalade 85 YouTube channel. It is 2:22, uh, January 11th here. Early edition of the Saturday Night Spread'em. Don't even have the drink yet, but we got to get ahead of these wild card games. So let's see here. Last week, week 18, one I do not advise betting on usually. We went 7-7, but we hit all three Hescalade get paid pick of the week. So we were up $90 last week on that move, and we are now up $910 on the year with an overall record of 133, 104, and 18-9 on the pick of the week. All right, so the reason we got to do this is again because there's games today. We got a 4 o'clocker. We got the Los Angeles Chargers, who are 11-6 on the year, heading to Houston to play the Texans. We're 10-7. They're home dogs plus 3. 41.5 is the over under here. I like the Chargers in this one. No real crazy reason. I think the Texans kind of stumbled to the finish line, I guess, would be the main reason. I like the Chargers. I want the Chargers to play the Chiefs, I think, too. I'd rather the Chargers go to the Chiefs than anybody else uh, who's eligible. I like their odds against Chiefs better than the Texans for sure. All right, 8 o'clock game on Saturday night. That's tonight. We got the 10-7 Steelers heading into Baltimore to play 12-5 Ravens. Ravens favored by 9.5. 43.5 is the over under. This is a no brainer for me. I'll take the Ravens all day. I think it's gonna be like 31-13 or. Uh, I mean, I, I don't think the Steelers score more than 20, and I think the Ravens score at least 3 touchdowns. So right there, they win by one. But I think 9.5 is a little high. If you got in early, you got an 8.5. Some of us did. But anyway, Sunday we got the 1 o'clock game. We got the 10-7 Broncos heading up to Buffalo to play the 13-4 2 seed Bills. Bills are favored by 8.5. 47.5 is the over under. This one I think is gonna be closer than that. I think the Bills win, but I'm gonna put mine on the Broncos here to cover the 8.5. I think their defense travels. I think their offenses look good enough to keep them close. Heck, they might even have to lead for a little while, but I think in the end, Josh Allen wins. Um, 4 o'clock game tomorrow. We got the 11-6 Packers going in there without Watson at receiver, playing the 14-3 Eagles, who are favored by 4.5. 45.5 is the over under. Hurts is back from a couple weeks off with a concussion. Their receivers are a little dinged up. I think we're going to take the Eagles on this one. I think they're the better team, and I think it'll show. Uh, I just think Jordan Love's elbow was an issue. I think as well. I don't know if it'll show up tomorrow, but I don't know. I like the Packers a lot. I just don't like them against the Eagles. That's pretty much what I got for you there. Um, let's see here. Sorry about the bounce. 8 o'clock game is the 12-5 Commanders heading to the 10-7 Bucks. Bucks favored by 350.5 is the over under. They're calling for some points in this one. I'm gonna take the Bucks, man. I like what the Commanders are doing, but this is the time of year when you play the good teams, and I think I don't know. Bucks at home, Baker Mayfield, Mike Evans. I think they'll be all right. And finally, we have the 14-3 Vikings on Monday night. Head down to they're supposed to be in LA, but it's gonna be in Glendale, Arizona, due to the wildfires and stuff. To play the 10-7 Rams. Rams are home dogs plus 2.5. 47.5 is the over under. I am saying Rams win this game. We'll take the Rams. I think they came on there mid to late season, been playing a lot better. I feel like they're one of the teams you don't want to have to play. And as good as the Vikings season was, um, I think that game against the Lions, there was just some things I saw, and I know they got beat pretty good. It was like 31-9 or something. Um, I don't know. I think Sam Darnold lost himself that ability. I don't think he stays in Minnesota anymore. I would have said right before that game, they got to keep him. Got to keep him. I don't know. Again, I'm not blaming him for the loss, but I don't know. I think the recipe is there, and I think the Rams eat it up because their defense has been getting after it a little bit, and they got Nakua, Cup, Williams, Stafford rested last week, so his old ass gonna be in there slanging it. So give me the Rams. So quick recap: we did not go with the pick a week. There's 5 games. It's the playoffs. I'm sorry, 6 games, and it's the playoffs. So it's all big money. I don't know. We could do 50 a game. Um, but we'll go with the standard for now. So we got the Chargers covering 3 in Houston today. We got the Ravens tonight covering 9.5 at home, pounding the Steelers, and probably I think it's gonna be the worst game all weekend. Honestly, I think that's the only one that's gonna get out of hand. The Broncos head up to Buffalo tomorrow and cover or get an 8.5. We take the points. Eagles cover 4.5 in a game against the Packers. That honestly, I don't know. I just think the Eagles are better. And Saquon's rested, Hurts is back, that kind of thing. I think they run on them. We got the Commanders. I'm sorry, we got the Bucks covering 3 against the Commanders in the one of the better matchups you could pick probably Sunday night. And then Monday night game in Glendale, Arizona, we got the Rams plus 2.5 over the Vikings. So there you go. That's the winners. You can go against me if you want, but we've been rolling this year. So good luck to everybody. I hope you enjoy the games. And well, to me, the playoffs are already going to be boring. I don't have any Joe Burrow, but next year, right? Next year.